everybody, it's your boy Brickhouse here, and I just gotta say, when's the madness gonna stop? Here we have Doctor Who special 302 Wild Blue Yonder, and in this special, we get Sir Isaac Newton. But it's not the Sir Isaac Newton that we all grew up with studying our history books. In fact, Russell T Davies and casting director Andy Pryor decided to race swap a real world historical figure, Sir Isaac Newton. And this is from Bounding into Comics. Doctor Who casting director responds to criticism of race swapped Isaac Newton. It's sad that we're in a time where people villainize minorities. According to Doctor Who casting director Andy Pryor, the backlash to the series' race swapping of real-world historical figure Sir Isaac Newton has nothing to do with historical accuracy or a growing exhaustion with identity politics. Also DEI. But is instead based solely in, wait for it, the viewer's racist attitudes. That's right, if you don't like the fact that Sir Isaac Newton was race swapped, you're a racist. Now this takes place in the second of three new Doctor Who holiday specials titled The Wild Blue Yonder, which is being helmed by returning showrunner Russell T Davies and is produced in honor of the series' 60th anniversary. The historical revisionism in question saw the real-world English physicist brought to life by a half-Indian, The Witcher blood origin actor Nathaniel Curtis. In doing so, portraying him not as the white man he provably was, but rather as someone of an unspecified ethnic descent. Despite the actor's noted heritage, the episode never specifically addresses the background of its race-swapped Newton. Now, following the premiere, Pryor provided some insight into his subversive casting decision during an interview with Digital Spy's David Opie. First broaching the topic after being met with praise from Opie for how well he was able to keep Curtis's appearance a secret, the casting director explained, because it's a brief but important moment, you can get an actor in and out quite quickly with parts like that. It was Russell's idea. We had talked about trying to get Nathaniel in the show at some point, and I think it's sort of rather cheeky, but fun interpretation of Isaac Newton. You know, it's not a historical drama. Let's just have some fun with it. From there, then it turned to the backlash. Opie then turned the discussion to how there's been backlash from so-called fans of Doctor Who in regard to these particular castings, that they're too woke, for want of a better word. Subsequently, asking the casting director, you've engaged in a bit of discussion online, but I wondered if you had anything else to add on this response to casting such as these. And then Pryor asserted, it's sad that we're in a time where people villainize minorities. We're not villainizing anything. All we are asking for is, in this case, to cast somebody as Sir Isaac Newton, who is historically Caucasian, with a Caucasian actor to accurately portray a historical figure. How is that so difficult? Well, not. But in today's Hollywood, you have people that have to interject their personal opinions and beliefs, and also believe that they have to bend the knee and kowtow to the woke left and adhere to diversity, equity, and inclusion. DEI. This sort of chatter, I'm very good at kind of tuning it out. And I'm also very, very happy to block people on Twitter. I don't really have time for bigotry at all. And all I'm going to say, dude, if you're blocking people because you don't like the criticism of what you did by race swapping Sir Isaac Newton, then you're weak. You're a beta. I'm not even going to say that last word. If you're blocking people on social media because you don't like what they say, you don't like their criticism, then you're a wuss. Proceeding to broaden his argument, Pryor continued, it then becomes even more important to give people a voice and for people to be represented. Representation. Especially for young people growing up who might be trans or from any minority. If they can see themselves on screen, then that could be a huge lifeline for some people. That can make them feel part of the world, which indeed they are. Here we go with the virtue signaling. Social media is a bit of a dangerous place because I think people get sucked into saying things that I don't know that they truly believe. It just becomes a game for them. Unfortunately, real life isn't a game. And I think it's important to stand up for people who are marginalized. Pryor then declared, growing up as a gay man, I'm as aware as anybody else of how this stuff makes you feel when you see it, how that negativity can affect you. I don't really think anyone should have to go through that. It's an important thing for me. It's an important thing for Russell and for the whole Doctor Who team. There are so many ways of telling a story, and the more you can introduce other ideas and other kinds of people, the more exciting it is. Receiving subsequent praise from Opie regarding how the show has always been forward thinking and progressive in that way. So it's really nice to see that in 2023, Doctor Who can embody that now more than ever. It's always been a show about people outside of the norm from day one, really. So we're just carrying that tradition on in a more modern way. Oh, and they wonder why Doctor Who is dead. Again, you're forcing your beliefs into a TV show and thus taking a historical figure and bastardizing that historical figure. That's what you're doing. And sadly, instead of seeing the error of his ways or the error of their ways, they just double down and call anybody that criticizes that or anybody that's opposed to that, it's their fault. They're a racist, misogynist, bigot, homophobe, as Rush used to say. And no, it's not the fault of the fan. It's your fault for basically putting out crap. And I guess what'll happen is the marketplace will have to decide whether it's good or not. And I know I'm not gonna watch it, but I needed to make a video about it to be consistent with other videos I made about individuals being race swapped or gender swapped in the last 10 months I've been doing this. So there you have it. What do you guys think of the comments made by Andy Pryor? Comment down below, share your thoughts, share your opinions. Tell me what you think. While you're at it, please take the time to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video as I upload them on a daily basis here on YouTube. And as always, thanks for watching. I will see you later.